Hey everyone, it's Ackthal, and this is my guide to Kanrethad Ebonlocke. He is the final encounter to complete the questline for the green fire spell effects for warlocks, and I'll be going over to how to complete this fight with Destruction specialization. With Destruction, you only have one dot to track, and it has one of the most basic spell rotations. This way you can dedicate more of your attention to the fight, and Destruction also contains some very nice burst and utility that we'll be taking advantage of. I've also included a link to my written guide in the info tab along with the macros and talents I use for this fight. As you can see here, I have my demonic gateway set up. One end is near the center of the circle and one end is in front of the gateway. We'll be using the demonic gateway extensively throughout the fight to reduce our threat. I highly recommend glyphing or getting the control stone so you don't have to click it to jump through it. After you click the so well, he'll come out and he'll talk for a little while. As soon as he faces you, you have about 5 seconds. I like to pre-pod before combat begins. You'll have about 20 seconds to free cast on Kanrethad after the pull. Use this time to do as much damage as possible, blow your cooldowns, throw a couple of chaos bolts in there. When the Pit Lord comes out, enslave him immediately, or you might get charged and stunned for 5 seconds. Right as the Pit Lord's about to come out, I'm getting ready to click my macro. Pit Lord's out, direct him onto Kanrethad, and immediately begin to use your Fel Flame ability. Line it up so your Pit Lord can dispel you and do damage to Kanrethad at the same time, and continue to use your demonic gateway when it is off cooldown. It's really important to keep doing this. The fight is so much easier when Kanrethad is aggressed to the Pit Lord. See, right there, there was a warning for Chaos Bolt, but it actually didn't happen. I think this is something to do with your threat table. If it's on the Pit Lord, he will cast Chaos Bolt on you much less. Now he's running the center of the room. He's going to cast, well, he should have cast Cataclysm there, but he didn't, so I used my charge anyway. You should have your Pit Lord's charge ability macroed as well. This will increase damage on him by 100%. You can take advantage of that time to do a little extra damage. He's running here for the Imp phase. I like to place my Pit Lord right in front of the gateway, and I position myself in between the Pit Lord and the Imps. I drop down a couple Rain of Fires, actually 3 right here, and then I use Fire and Brimstone Immolate, and then I use a Fel Flame Breath on me, and that usually is enough to finish off all the Imps. You might have to toss in a couple Rain of Fires. There's one little extra annoying Imp that didn't die, so I will line myself up and use a Fel Flame Breath on myself to finish the Imp off. Here's casting Chaos Bolt. I'll use my Twilight Ward and Sacrificial Pact. And there, that's how you survive that. I think this is the only time he actually cast Chaos Bolt on me throughout the entire fight. That is how important it is to keep the Pit Lord, or keep him aggressive to the Pit Lord. There, he just used Cataclysm. I charged him with my macro. Now this is where you should be preparing for the Felhunter phase. I like to place my Pit Lord back here behind that pillar, and I like to make sure that I have at least 3 embers up. I have 4 set up here, so I'm good to go. I have my Unbound Will ability saved, and I have my Soul Shatter up, so I use both of those right now. That way Kanrethad will attack the Pit Lord and I won't have any dots on myself. When the Fel Hounds come out, use Chaos Bolt and pretty much all your burst utility, all your cooldowns to get them down as fast as possible. This is probably the hardest part of the fight, and it's dealt with pretty easily when you set it up like this. After the Felhunters are dead, have your pet come and attack Kanrethad again. Keep on using your demonic gateway abilities and Fel Flame Breath. Heal yourself up if you feel the need. Damaging him down. It's going to go to the center room, cast Cataclysm here, and this is where I'm going to show you. I start pre-casting Chaos Bolt when he starts Cataclysm. That way when the Chaos Bolt finishes, I can charge him, and I get an extra Chaos Bolt in during the stun, so that's a little bit of extra damage. It can add up to almost 1,000,000 damage if you get lucky with the crits. Now is going to be the Doomguard phase. It's probably the easiest phase of the fight. Now, during this part of the fight, I like to dismiss my Pit Lord and re-enslave him. This way it doesn't, Enslave Demon does not expire on me when I'm in a more difficult part of the fight. I use the Fel Flame Breath on the Doomguard, and I jump through the gateway. Now the Doomguard is aggressed to the Pit Lord, and I do not have to worry about him. Some people like to banish him. I just prefer to let him hit the Pit Lord continuously so I don't have to re-banish. Cataclysm, charge, and damage. You've pretty much seen all the aspects of the fight at this point. Now it's just going to be a repeat. He's going to do another Imp's phase. I'm going to deal with it the same way that I did before. Got a little low that time, but no worries. I had the Pit Lord heal up. So yeah, after this point, it just pretty much becomes rinse and repeat. If you can get these 3 phases down pretty well, you should have no problems with finishing the fight. There, I'm gonna put the Pit Lord back in the corner. The Doom Lord will continue to attack him. Use Unbound Will and Soul Shatter. Finish the Felhunters. And continue to attack Kanrethad after they have been killed. I will stress again, it is very important to use your Demonic Gateway as much as possible. You can see how much easier this fight is when he is aggressed to the Pit Lord and not to you. I think he's only cast Cancel on you once the entire time. It might take a little practice to get down the lining up of the Fel Flame Breath and kind of your positioning and getting used to the movement. Here's another Doomguard phase where I dismiss the Pit Lord. I re-enslave him. I have him attack one of the Doomguards and then manually control him to attack the other Doomguard and jump through the gateway, use Fel Flame Breath, and now they're both attacking him. I don't have to worry about vanishing. Got a little low there, but I wouldn't have died. I used Sacrificial Pact, but I was not worried about another Chaos Bowl. Now right here, my Doom spell, it only has, about a good 40 seconds left on it, so I use my Purification Potion to remove it, make sure there are no other debuffs on you so you don't waste your Purification Potion. And that is pretty much the fight. It took me about 40 attempts to get used to it, but from what I've learned and what's in this video and what's on my guide, you should have no problem completing it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section. I'll try to answer as best I can. Here are some useful tips and things to remember. Good luck, and I hope to see you in game.